Good morning, Jonny. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm Tracy from Interiors Monthly. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, Tracy. I'm Jonny Westbrook. I'm the Clerk and Chief Executive of the Furniture Makers Company.
Wonderful. Could you tell me a little bit about the Furniture Makers Company, so who you are and what you do?
Sure. The Furniture Makers Company is a bit of a hybrid organisation. We're a City of London livery company with our roots in the City of London, but we're also the national charity for the furniture and furnishing industry in the UK. And we have three key areas of output, which are welfare, education and excellence. And we're a membership organisation made up of around about 300 individuals and about 45 corporations.
Great. Okay. So I know you do quite a lot around mental health and well-being. Could you tell me a little bit more about that side of things?
Sure. Our welfare support is split into two. So welfare grants, but and mental health support. The mental health support we started about 18 months ago, I guess, as a response to the pandemic, when we found that there were more and more people in need of a listening ear. And we did a bit of research and we decided that the best support we could do was to provide a text support line, which was completely anonymous, 24/7. So unlike some helplines where you ring up and speak to someone, this was completely anonymized. You could be anywhere texting away and get an instant reply to a trained volunteer who would listen without judging, but is also backed up by medical professionals as well. So we found the response has been relatively low in terms of actual numbers, but across the country there have been a number of people using the service. Some people only use it a little bit. Others, they've been more involved and have been signposted to other areas of help. But I think it's just a way of people being able to access that support confidentially at any time of the day or night, which makes it fairly unique.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, mental health is so important, isn't it? I would imagine, working in the furniture industry comes with its own stresses and challenges. I mean, what do you think are the challenges in the furniture industry right now?
Well, there's an awful lot going on in terms of global competition hasn't gone away. With the political uncertainty and economic uncertainty that's going around in the UK at the moment, I think a lot of people are biding their time before making decisions, either on purchasing if they're a consumer or business, or investing as well. So I think a lot of people are sitting on their hands, and that causes a certain amount of problems for manufacturers. There's still a bit of a recruitment problem where we've got an aging workforce and we're trying to attract a younger quality workforce into our industry and then retain them. So there's a number of pressures on businesses and therefore individuals across all of the sectors in the industry.
And in terms of recruitment and attracting people into the industry, do you think Brexit has had a big impact on resources, particularly human resources and recruitment?
I'm not sure I could pin that much specifically on Brexit for that. There's perhaps a number of European workers in our industry who've gone back. Probably a combination of Brexit and the pandemic, to be perfectly honest. But there certainly seems to be a shortfall in there. And one of the things we've done about it is to launch our new website, myfurniturecareer.org.uk, where we try and do three things really. One is to have some inspirational case studies, videos, and etc. of young people who have broken into the industry, and people go, oh, they look like me. I could do that. So to inspire youngsters to consider it. They're also on there. You can find out where all the various training opportunities are locally and nationally, i.e. near you. so that you can gain the qualifications you might need for various jobs. And then the third part is a free job board where any employer in the industry can get in touch with us, put their job up there, early years job, and try and attract some interest. So that's something we practically put forward, and is growing quite nicely at the moment.
So I know that you put a big focus on excellence as well. Could you tell me a little bit more about that, please?
Yeah, sure. We try and give our UK manufacturing designers a bit of an edge where we can through our excellence program. We've got 3 guild marks. We've got the bespoke guild mark for bespoke pieces. We've got the design guild mark for mass-produced pieces, and then the manufacturing guild mark, which doesn't look at the product specifically, it looks at the company. So what we're trying to do is give them the edge on either the global market or a European market, to say, actually, this product is particularly good. They're judged, for instance, the design guild mark is judged annually by some outstanding judges who are really at the top of their game. And so when people or a product is awarded a design guild mark, they can attach that to their various marketing pieces to promote it. So I think it's really important. On the global marketplace, we can't really compete for price on many things because of the cost of labour, but we have some outstanding designers and some brilliant manufacturers in the UK. So by giving them these awards, and they have to work hard for them and earn them, it gives them some more collateral to differentiate them from the rest.
Yeah, so as you say, quite competitive on a global stage. How much does how much do ethical considerations and sustainability factor into the guild marks?
I think sustainability is really important. It's becoming more and more something that consumers demand and businesses demand if it's in the commercial space. So certainly all 3 of the guild marks look at sustainability, and manufacturing guild mark is a key criteria. So it's really important as it grows as an area. It's potentially something that the UK can get a lead on. And certainly everyone I talk to, be it on the consumer side or on the manufacturing side, sustainability is becoming more and more relevant. Clearly, price is important and quality is important, but that sustainability element is getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, it's certainly something that consumers are demanding more of, I feel. So what challenges do you think the furniture industry is facing right now?
I think the UK furniture industry is still facing tough global competition and European competition. That's not new, but it's something we've seen grow steadily over the last 20 years, and that's not going to go away. We've got the uncertainty, the political and therefore economic uncertainty at the moment, which is causing people. I think people are sitting on their hands and perhaps not investing where they maybe would be if they had a little bit more confidence, which is obviously important for businesses. In terms of a workforce, we do have an aging workforce in the UK, so we've got to attract those youngsters. We've got to make our industry look appealing to them. We don't want them to go off to automotive or to fashion. Come to furniture and furnishing. Some fabulous businesses, brilliant designers, brilliant designs, great products, great working environments. But we're not very good at shouting about it. So that's one of the key challenges, I think, for the long-term future. We've got to invest.
Yeah. So with the furniture makers industry at the moment, what projects and initiatives have you got in the pipeline? What's coming up?
We've got a number of things. I've talked about the My Furniture Career website, which has recently been launched. Going forward in the summer, early summer, June, we will be having our Young Professionals Industry Experience. We've just done the selection process for that and got 8 really talented young people, all in their 20s, in the industry, that've been working in the industry for a couple of years or more. And they're on a 3-week program. They'll be looking across the whole of the supply chain. They'll be spending time looking at raw materials, components, different types of manufacturing, retail, aftercare, sales, events, marketing, the ombudsman, all sorts of activities. So at the end of that 3 weeks, they will have basically a unique overview of the industry, some incredible access at very high level to our various members and corporate members. They'll then come back to us and give a report on what they found and what they've learned from it. But that will really set them up for the future and enable them to go back to their various businesses and add a lot more value. And they'll also have a network of people they'd never have met before. So the Young Professionals Industry Experience is something that we did every year, but we stopped it during the pandemic, and 2024 will be our first year of it bouncing back. So I'm really excited to meet these 8 people in the flesh and see how they get on this trip. And then looking slightly further ahead, in October, we'll have our student show, where we will have around about 100 students, be it sixth form or higher and further education, right through to sort of master's degree level. And they'll come to the hall in central London. We take over the big church over the road as well, because we haven't got enough room here. And we have a one-day show where we'll have probably 600 or 700 members of the industry coming along. We don't invite the general public. We don't want any tire kickers there. It's the opportunity for our future design talent to show off their designs to interested parties. Obviously, the older people coming towards the end of their time at university are looking for employment, so they're very focused on it. But also the youngsters who are coming in there, who are still at school, will be looking and talking to the older students and working out where they might want to go and study and look at their design. So that's a fabulous opportunity for anyone in the industry to come along, get a ticket and see some of the real talent we have in the UK. So they're two exciting things on the educational front that we've got coming up. But the ongoing day by day, week by week, the welfare support that we put in is always there. I've signed off. It's Wednesday morning, and I've signed off 5 support grants already this week. So we've got those few highlights in the year, but the ongoing support we do is really critical as well.
So you mentioned the show that's coming up. If people want to get involved in that, do they need to be a member, or can they get a ticket and come along?
No, we will be putting that will be advertised on our website, and I think they'll be able to buy free tickets through Eventbrite. We do make sure that only people in the industry can come along, because we've got a finite number of places just to physically fit in the 2 buildings. It's one day only. But yeah, we'll be promoting that on our website sort of towards the late summer, I would have thought.
If somebody wants to get involved with the Furniture Makers Company, if they want to join as an individual, as a corporation, how would they go about that?
Great. We'd love to see more people join, either as individuals or members. The more people that join us, support us, enjoy what we're doing, it enables us to do our work bigger, better, faster. So that would be fantastic. And the easiest way to get in touch is through our website, which is furnituremakers.org.uk, and they can give us a ring as well. I'm very happy to come out, meet people, talk to people. One of my team will come out, and if they would request a brochure, etc., we will answer all your questions. The main thing is, the more people that support us, the more people that join us and come along to our events, the more we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it sounds like a fantastic organisation. It's been so good talking to you today. I certainly learned so much more about your organisation. Hope other people do. I know we've had a few technical issues today, so I apologise to anybody watching this if there's been a little bit of a lag. But the important thing is that we have got the message out there, and hopefully more people will certainly look you up and find out more about you.
Thanks, Tracy. Thank you for the opportunity.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your time today. Pleasure speaking to you.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, goodbye.